For over 10 years now, Nigeria has embarked on the path to sustainable development through a comprehensive, well-articulated economic and social reform program with the MDGs at its heart. Nigeria's development plan is a comprehensive framework focused on sustainable growth in the real sector of the economy. It seeks to facilitate improvement in the infrastructure, power, energy, transportation, agriculture, human capital development, education, health, security, rule of law, combating corruption, and developing the Niger Delta. These are all tied to the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals in Nigeria.
The development strategy has MDGs at the center. And whatever this office does, and I would specifically say with regards to conditional grants, is actually in responding to the demands of Nigeria's development strategy to be able to deliver. So this office has had cause to manage debt relief in such a way that they are channeled to areas of need as an additionality, use debt relief as a window that will pool resources from states and the federal government, targeting or supporting state priorities, and at the same time continue to ensure that it's a watchdog to our effort towards achieving the Millennium Development Goals.
The development plan per se, that we've been part of the team. We work, one of the critical partners we have here outside the Ministry of Finance is the Ministry, the Commission for National Planning. And we have been an integral part of the Vision 2020 and the development plan. From all levels, you'll find that at the state level when they're engaging, we're there, and we're also there at the federal level. That's the plus.
My office, that is the National Planning Commission, is working very closely with the MDG's office. Obviously, both of us are under the presidency, that helps. But also, both of us are very important organizations in terms of trying to achieve the key objectives of developing, especially, say, fighting poverty and hunger, and taking development to the grassroots.
The task to develop Nigeria at the right pace and at all levels informed the concept of the conditional grants to improve intergovernmental fiscal cooperation.
Now there is more coordination between the federal and the states, and you have more conservation of resources or targeting of resources rather than wastages and duplications.
What the process for the development plan that national planning is taking care of, what it has done in each state is to take stock of the existing strategies that are going on and to say what these are worth scaling up, investing in because they're working, using them as best practice. This is not the only conditional grant mechanism in the country. You'll know that UBE is also one, ETF is also one. I think that where we have the development plan and Vision 2020, which is the shorter term strategy to our longer term development plan, it's about us integrating best practice and finding ways where we and the other two tiers of government can spend resources on the same policy objectives. And this is what has, really eluded us in the past. We've been having parallel tracks.
The benefit of the MDGs in terms of a lesson for national planning is that these things have to be smart. It's not enough to just say we're going to do this in broad terms. You have to be much more specific, time-bound, realistic, and actionable.
The Nigerian government developed two outstanding initiatives that have now been tied to the Millennium Development Goals, the Vision 2020 and the 7-point agenda.
The 7-point agenda also has the goals and the targets that we will achieve in each one of those 7 points. So that's an integration of the MDGs in the 7-point agenda. It's not a parallel program. So for us, we're actually doing a consolidation and seeing how what we've done in terms of Niger Delta, the security, the empowerment, knowledge-based activities. All of that is on the 7-point agenda. The Vision 2020, as I said, it's a wider agenda. It is 2020, 2015, the MDGs. That is also an integral part, particularly where we look at health, we look at education, and we look at poverty.
But there are challenges. Nigeria's growing population and keeping track of the progress made so far have been keeping planners on their toes.
The growth of the population. Here you are trying to reduce poverty. and reduce child and maternal mortality and such things. Yet the population growth rate is so high relative to the other countries' growth rate. So as you are chipping away at the problem, it is increasing, in fact, by the day. So sometimes you work and you achieve and achieve, and it seems as if you've not made any progress at all.
It's a work in progress. Some states are very responsive to this. Others have challenges. Sometimes they're political, other times they're a question of capacity to engage quickly enough. I think it varies, but I think what is important is that the state profiles we have give us indications of that progress. This year we say the budget is one of consolidation, so what we're looking at is to see where these challenges need further assistance and where in fact, and try to use the peer group mechanism. So just as NEPAD use it with states in Africa, that we also can use it internally. And we have a forum for that on the CGS where other states help others to try to, improve on their own deliveries.
The Conditional Grants Scheme maximizes the use of information and expertise at every level of government to ensure funds are put to best use. As positive consultations continue to help cooperation and sustainability among federal, state, and local governments, the people are getting basic needs. Let's take you to some of the communities where the impacts of the debt relief funds are being felt.